So, hey everybody, I'm back with another video of ideas for Darkness Outbreak. Most of them are basically simple. Find songs, and show you concepts that I made, and also sprite ideas for Chip, of course. So let's just get this thing over with. So first off is the main page. I did found some interesting things. Under the other section with all these random spoilers and everything, I did show some of these sprites, of course. If you haven't seen one of my videos, I did show some of these things. They do look cool though. There's this leafy sprite right here. Yeah, nothing to see, I guess. Alright, I did found some of these backgrounds. There's this one, which is the inside the elevator for the hotel. The inside of the hotel for Teapot. There's these two, which kind of look good. There's this one, which actually looks interesting. And there's this steel one, which kind of actually looks cool. Alright, on to the characters. I did see some of these sprites in in one of the episodes. And I figured out they look cool. Most of them I did show some of these. Most of them just included animations in them since I wanted them to be only an idle. Included the animations and also miss animations, but I don't think that's too much importance. Now onto the actual characters for the BFDI ones, of course. So there is this golf ball one with poses, but I did show this one in one of my videos. So yeah. There's this tennis ball sprite, which kind of looks interesting and kind of looks cool. I might say here. Two has gotten some new sprites with these. Other than these ones with, of course, animations in them. Yeah, this one's. I did found these two, which actually look interesting. There's this one, which looks like a cool survivor concept. And there's this one, which looks like he's possibly getting out of the corruption, I guess. And I found this image. Looks like one of the Algerians entered the series, huh? Since one is technically now canon to Teapot, I don't want to spoil anything, but there's this entire multiverse that has been passed by with BFDIA and Teapot. I don't know, but one seems like the main villain in season 5, aka Teapot, I guess. There's these sprites of 4 that are interesting, I guess. They look cool though. Like these 3 sprites. TV doesn't have one, even though I saw in the teaser. Robot Flower, I know this one has been used. Basketball was teased. There's this needle one that I did show. Yeah. I show you the winner. I show you the fiery leafy loser ones. Show you winner ones. Oh! Oh wait, there we go. There are so many sprites that are actually cool. So Eds and 1 are new characters in here. See, look at that. We got new sprites. There's this one, which kind of reminds me of the one from BFCIV 2. This one, which starts to be looking at someone. And the same one as the first one. A bit nervous and a bit happy one, too. So it's cool that Eds is now part of the series. But then this is where we get to the new character. See? One has an initial sprite now. Although it's not a corrupted one, it is a still decent one. He could be a part of a teaser where he just appears at the end, staring at something. But yeah, that's most likely for the 2 new sprites. Or other ones, I guess. There are these puffball movement sprites. There's, yeah, all these. One of these can be used, like the upper one. And most of them are just teasers. I did show you this corny and also pin sprites, which actually kind of looked interesting. And that's most likely it for this page. Now, here's a decent and interesting little thing that I found while going through the Funkopedia page is this Get Dinging Fries vs. Needle one-shot mod. This one actually looks cool, and if you for two new sprites for Needle and Fries. There's this one, which actually kind of looks okay. There's the one with the shovel, and ones with the empty things inside of Fries. And this one looks like an interesting survivor for sprite, with part of his face just being turned off and holding a shovel. Interesting ones, I guess, with all the with all the animations in there and all that such. But then this is where we get to Needle, the new sprite for Needle, I guess, with her little animations and with her new sprites. Kind of like a cool, decent Survivor sprite, huh? And that's most likely it for the new BFDI mod, and also with some new sprites. Other than these ones, these actually kind of look cool, I guess. They still look great though, in my opinion. Alright, so here's something interesting. So while I was going through BS, I did remember that one of my ideas for Darkness Outbreak was that boyfriend and girlfriend's logic forms were separated characters. So I guess Hat and Speaker were like, I don't know, separated versions of boyfriend and girlfriend. I don't know, but they do look interesting. Right here, Hattie and Speaker. They do have some interesting sprites though. And no, none of the other characters from the mod are gonna be counted in this. So more like the base game of the object designs of the base game characters. Yeah, they're not gonna. I don't want them to be in the series to be like stolen characters or something. So some characters like Green Apple, Trick or Treat, which is supposed to be Skitty Pup, and which of course is supposed to be Lemon Demon, and also Army Helmet, which is supposed to be Tankman, are not gonna be in the series. Although they look cool, I just don't want them to be in the series, in my opinion. While I was going through like the page and all, I did find that Yellowface is now actually a new sprite in this. Yeah, he has his very own sprite. Interesting, huh? And while I was going for this, Golf Ball does actually have a new sprite. Other than this one with him and Tennis Ball, for her and Tennis Ball, there are these two ones. One which is just normal, and the other which is just complete angry. But these ones can be interesting choices. And that's most likely it. Oh yeah, there's this walking hat boyfriend sprite that I got from one of the server. I was trying to make Hattie's sprites to be together. And right here, who's there? They're supposed to be like another sprite which is called Walking Complete. This one's just without the legs, and I assume the other one's supposed to be with the legs. But none of us know how you mix these two together. So I guess if you could, you can possibly grab the sprites, put it on top of the legs, and boom, you're done. But under this, there's not much importance here, just these sprites and all. But anyways, I did make some interesting content thumbnails that I want to share with you. I did this on my computer, by the way, so alright, let's start going for these thumbnails. So apparently I did make some interesting thumbnails for like Darkness Outbreak. I did this on a YouTube post, so I know Juju has seen it, but I might as well showcase to you. So I did make these interesting thumbnails. One where Flower has catch a girlfriend and these had to say for her. I did already make this concept if you look at one of my videos where boyfriend and Pivot just walk in the forest and Evil Leafy attacks. And the other one were, yeah, like I said, had Team Speaker separated characters. But I did make an entire concept that could possibly make it to its own video, I guess. So let's go into that one, shall we? Okay, so for this concept, it's going to be using the song Terrific from this Evil Normal and Pibby Huggy Legislate. The song is actually very, very good though. So here's how the concept is going to go. It's going to be a battle between Finn and Two, who is literally going to appear in this song. So Flower was maybe corrupted, may have touched her girlfriend, but she was slowly getting out of the corruption after, and Finn and Two blocked her way of getting out. So it's up to the two of them to try to save Flower. Oh, I should probably mention the sprites, just to give the credit already. This entire Darkness ride was from Darkness Takeover. This plot were Pibby and also two sprites were made by Zay from the FCI. This Finn sprite was actually from Pibby Apocalypse, and also this Boyfriend sprite was from Darkness Takeover, just to already mention that. And this book too appears to have Finn. And this is where we get to the fun part of the song, which is an entire chase scene. Flower will say, and the three of them are just running away from Finn and Two, which is our chasing them right on their backs. It's an insane chase scene. The boyfriend just walked in the front of the screen while Finn's just on his back. If you wonder why I had these weird outlines, is that I made some of these content with MS Paint, so outlines might look a bit weird, I guess. And that's the concept. Yeah, shut up. Yeah, this is where the song would normally end. It's just on that one giant beat, and that's it. That's the song. Well, that's most likely the concept. Also, just to get credit again, two Pibby and Flower sprites from VFCI, aka made by Z-Dash Games. Finn sprite is supposed to be from Pibby Apocalypse, and this specific boyfriend sprite is from Mystical Christmas Morning, which is, yeah, a SpongeBob mod. And yeah, that's most likely it for that. Most likely, these are the only two concepts. And yes, I had to make these two into a video, I guess. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully they will actually add these things. Because it's been a while, I guess. Anyways, I'll see you next time. Peace out, boys.